Alright, do a quick little update here. You see the door's on, done. Got this latch on here. After the rain, it got a little tight, so I gotta come in here and figure out quite what's holding it up. Might do some more trimming along this edge. But, as you can see, got sawdust on the floor. And there's turkeys in here. Look at them. Say hi. Turkeys! There's actually a fourth one. Where is he? Over there. But, getting ready to do, just put these guys in there. So the white one is a peacock. The one with the green neck is a female, peahen. And this pretty blue one over here is also a peacock. They're juveniles though. They're going to be in his house. So I'm going to put them up in the house for today. I'm going to put a small run attached to the front. So that way tomorrow I can let them out. So you can see here I got the, you saw in the video, I put the hardwire cloth across the bottom. But I'm going to put, I got a 10 by 10 run. I'm going to put 3 sides of it up against this. To close it in, I'm going to put something on top so that way they can come out and into the area right here and try to familiarize themselves. And after a few days doing that, you know, keeping the door and letting them come out in the morning, I'm just going to cut them loose into the yard during the day and they should learn to come back. Fingers crossed. I know they're peacocks and they like to fly out and like roost on roofs and stuff, so we're going to see how this goes. So, but that's all for now, folks, and then we're going to give a little update here in a moment about cost and finding materials to round up the video. Alright, hopefully you can see me. So, this is kind of the wrap up on this. So, as far as materials go, I mean, not everybody's going to be quite as lucky as I got, but you got to keep your eyes out for stuff. So, my only costs in this are $25 in a set of nails for my nailer. Now, if you don't have an air nailer like I have a 21 degree pneumatic frame nailer. If you don't have one, you can easily use screws or you can hand nail. I mean, depends on what you have and what you're comfortable with. If you use hand nails, it'll be even cheaper. You can get hand nails dirt cheap compared to getting collated framing nails. Now, screws are going to cost you a little bit. But, again, it all depends on what you want to use and what you're able to deal with. And then the only other thing I got is one sheet of half-inch pressure-treated plywood cost me $10. The other one I got for free. I found that and was able to get that one for free. I got lucky on that. And the other one only cost me $10, which I got lucky on that too, because normally I think they almost run $30. So that's my 2 costs. $35 into this thing. I had the house wrap left from a project. I had the nails to nail down the house wrap left over from a project working on our house. Something I had already bought way back when. It was cost, basically it was nothing to me at this point because I already used it for its purpose. I've actually used it for a couple of things for its purpose. So at this point it was just kind of a throwaway. I had nothing left to do with it except for just store it in the barn and get back to it one day. Well, got back to it, needed it. I'm going to end up using it more now with some other projects, so it's a good thing I didn't get rid of it or try to sell it off. The rest of the materials all came from pallets. Now, these are very large pallets. The places you want to look for these things are, you can find them, look on your Facebook Marketplace. Another option is go down to any place that does trucking. Like if you got a distribution warehouses near you, right now is not a good time to do it, but go down there and ask them, hey, you got pallets you need to get rid of. I know you might have some stuff built up in the back you're trying to get thrown away or whatever. I'll gladly take for free, and they might give you some. You might be able to get them there. Now, where I got mine from was a heavy truck repair shop, where I used to work. They fixed heavy CDL and commercial vehicles, and the repair panels would come in on gigantic pallets, and we would have mountains, I mean mountains and mountains of pallets. Everything came on a pallet. and the only thing we could do with them was cut them up and put them in a dumpster. Like, there was no way to get rid of all these pallets. So I would post them up on Craigslist and get people to take them for free. And that's kind of where I got the idea for this house. I had the people come in every day for like a week, picking up pallets. And I finally went out and asked them, I said, hey, kind of curious as to what you're doing with these. Do you mind if I ask? And the lady was more than willing to tell me. She showed me pictures. They built an entire clubhouse for their daughter out of pallets. They built a house. They built a deck. I mean, this whole thing was decked out. And they weren't even cheaper. They took all the nails and they were dismantling the boards by hand, like prying the boards apart, tapping the nails out, saved all the nails and the screws they were getting from these boards. And that's how they built everything. They built it all with the pallets and the nails that they got from the pallets, so that everything was zero cost on this. It was an amazing piece they were building. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to remember this. As many of these pallets as I'm giving away for free, I bet you down the road I could do something with them like this. And that's when I had the idea, you know, I'm trying to cut costs, save money on building these structures. I figured, you know what? I remember that what that lady showed me. I'm going to build a turkey house in a similar kind of fashion. I'm going to use all the things. Now, I didn't want to save all the nails. It was more work than I wanted to do. I already had the frame nailer. I said, you know what? I'll just get the the already collated nails and go with that, and it'd be easier. So that's what I did. But like I said, you just kind of got to look around, keep your eye out on Facebook, Craigslist, and check out places like that. Any place that deals with a lot of shipping or a lot of large objects will have a lot of leftover pallets. And a lot of times you can't do anything with these pallets. Like they're purpose built to ship exactly what that piece is. And once it gets to you, the shipper, or sorry, not the shipper, the producer who built that and shipped it to you doesn't really care about coming all the way back there and paying to have freight shipped back to them. They'll just build another one. They don't care. And nobody around here wants to pick them up. All they want is the standard 4x pallets. Those are the only things you can make money off of. You'll see the pallet guys come around, and they'll bust out tape measure, and they'll take all the 4x's in the world because they can get $3 a piece for them. But the rest of these kind of non-standard pallets, they're throwaways. So that's what you need to look for. And look around and find all the leftover build materials you can on, like I said, Marketplace and Craigslist. Just keep your eye out. You can always find stuff. That's how I always get it. As the missus always says, I deal in junk. But it comes in handy. I find this stuff. The roofing, I found that on Craigslist. Or not on Craigslist, I found that on Facebook Marketplace. And I got the hardware cloth at the same time. They were getting rid of it. They said, hey, I need someone to come and take the stuff. You can scrap it, whatever. And I told them, I said, I'm going to come and get it and use it. So I rolled up the trailer, loaded it up, strapped it down, took it on my way. What did it do? It cost me time. Time and a couple of dollars in gas, maybe. Because I had to run, I don't know, 15 minutes away out of town to get it. So, I mean, to me, it's worth it. Like I said, that's the name of it if you're trying to do it cheap. Find whatever you can for free or discounted secondhand. So, good luck to you. Hopefully you can build